Hello and welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel. Welcome to another day of triathlon training. Getting back into winter training means back into winter training vlogging. And as per normal, Liz is doing about 80% of the training on this channel. Hello Elizabeth, you okay?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Right, Liz, what is today's session? Obviously you're running now on a bike. Oh, I probably baited in the title, something about new bike day. I'll come to that in a minute. Go on, Liz.
Watching mud.
Oh my God, mud, but that's not a problem. Anyway, come on Liz, what's this session?
1 hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just a mixture of easy running and race pace efforts.
But what race pace?
What do you mean?
Well, like you haven't told anybody what race you're doing next.
Oh, so next Sunday I'm doing the Derby 10 mile.
Yeah.
I'd like...
Is it road, off-road?
On road.
Yeah.
Hopefully meant to be flat.
Yeah.
I'd like between 8:30 and 8:40 minute miling if I can hold that pace.
What sort of pace is that for a 10 miler? 120 something?
Between 125, 127, something like that.
Okay, all right, good. What is your favourite race distance?
10 miles.
10 miles. There we go. Okay, so go on then, what's the session? So 10-minute warm up, then what?
10 minutes race pace, 10 minutes easy, 15 minutes race pace, 10 minutes easy, 20 minutes race pace.
Wow, that's quite a big sort of race pace session, that, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I'd underestimate that. I thought most of this was a steady run.
No.
Okay, let's get cracking. Liz has done a 10-minute effort, now she's on a 15-minute interval. How's it going?
Yeah, good, thank you.
You're looking good.
Cheers.
All right, I'm going to stop and do this new bike reveal thing, so I'll see you in a few minutes, all right?
See you in a few minutes.
All right, good girl, good running. Fine, so I can leave this bike up. Yeah, see ya. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through what the bike is, what the spec is, why I bought this specific bike, and so on, as per normal. So, this is my Form Kerber 2. Thank goodness that it's written on the frame, because I would have forgotten that. It is a 29er, which means the wheels are 29 inches big. It's got big tyres on it. It's got a front suspension, which means it's a hardtail. It's got Shimano Altus 2x, I don't know how many speed it is, 9? I don't even know. Basically, right, I bought this bike, and Liz has got one exactly the same, from Sherwood Pines Cycles, bike shop in Sherwood Pines. This is an ex-hire bike, so they have a fleet of hire bikes. When you go there, say you go with the family, you don't have a mountain bike, you pay 20 quid or whatever, and you can hire a bike in the afternoon. This is one of those. Now, many years ago, when I had a paper round, I'm getting out of this window a bit, I remember my dad buying me a mountain bike that was an ex-hire from Clumber Park, and I think they were about 150 quid at that point. Just a bike for, you know, leaving outside the paper shop, chucking down on the floor or at the end of people's drives, all those sorts of things. Obviously, bikes have come on a little bit since then. But when I was looking for a mountain bike or thinking about wanting to get a bike to go off-road and on gravel paths like this, I thought, I wonder if those places still do that. So yeah, I emailed Sherwood Pines, they're very helpful, and they did do. So this bike, Form Kerber 2, it's not not a great spec, but the thing is, when you look at a bike, if you've bought bikes before, you know how it goes. You're like, okay, I can get that bike for this much money. Oh, but if I spend another £100, I get a bit better group set. Oh, another £100, the frame's a bit better. And with mountain bikes, you've got suspension, rotors, all those. Very quickly, it ends up being like 10 grand. So I thought, if I'm gonna give this a go, I want to start at real entry level. Liz and I don't know if we're going to use these very much. We don't know if we're actually going to use them like at all. Liz hasn't ridden hers yet. I have, obviously, today. So I thought getting something really cheap really works out. However, they're not just like trashed for a year or 6 months and then given out. They're actually maintained. So it's had a new chain, new brake pads, new stickers, tyres are new. Basically, it's pretty much as new. There are some chips and stuff, and like there's a load like chain slap on the rear dropout. There's the odd chip and mark on it and stuff, but for what I'm going to use it for, this sort of thing, long run support, is absolutely perfect. So these bikes brand new are £550, but from the ex-hire they're £325. So it probably is borderline, oh, is it worth buying a new one or not? But when we were buying two of them, of course, a £225 saving turns into a £450 saving, doesn't it? So really worthwhile, we think. So yeah, please do feel free if you want to check out Sherwood Pines Cycles or any other like local bike hire place for a ex-hire bike of some description. Hello, ex-hire bike of some description. I think it's really worthwhile. I've only ridden about 3 miles on it so far, but all seems all right. Anyway, there we go. There's my new bike. Sorry, it's not a 10 grand TT bike. I will try harder next time, but I really rate that sort of stuff. And you guys know I love a bargain, so hopefully that helps any of you out if you're looking for that sort of thing. The thing is as well, if you're looking for anything at the minute with the word gravel or off-road, it is stupid money. So 300 quid, can't go wrong. Didn't have to deal with any idiots on Facebook Marketplace and so on. So anyway, all right, I'm going to go and catch Liz up. feels so weird to ride. Believe it or not, a few years ago I did have a mountain bike and I did a bit of mountain bike racing. Not very well as per normal, but I did sort of learn to, you know, handle a mountain bike a bit more. But it feels really weird now. Like when you come up to a patch of mud, I'm like bracing myself thinking that I'm going to stack it on a road bike, but you just fly through it. I can't wait to try and teach Liz how to use rapid fire gears. She's only just got the got the hang of like Shimano road gears, so this is going to be interesting. It's got a lockout front fork, so you can make the forks really stiff or really soft. I think that's about it. Flat pedals. Now I'm not swapping these for clip-ins. I have got some mountain bike shoes, but I just like the idea of being able to wear trainers, jump on the bike for this sort of thing, and then not have to swap shoes again to walk around and stuff. So I know mountain bike shoes you can walk around, but like properly walk around in trainers. So how far has she gone? God. Is that it, Liz?
That's it, done and dusted.
Happy with the session?
Yeah, that went really well, thank you.
Wicked. Let us know down below if anybody else is doing the Derby 10. I'll see you there. I am not racing, I'll be there clapping and supporting Liz.
Yeah.
One thing we don't do on this bike is when I put that bottle there, what do we not do, Liz?
Pull it off.
Try and pull it off for a drink when I'm riding, because of course that directly corresponds to which way my front end of the bike's pointing.
Oh,
I know. Anyway, that's not it for today's video. What am I on about? I'm going to go home and have some beans on toast, and I'm going to get my own session in, so see you there. Lunch done. I had leftover curry in the end. People always ask me about this hoodie. Where did I get it from? This is Tyler Pierce, the vegan cyclist brand. If I'm honest, the quality isn't amazing. However, I did win it on a Zwift ride. He sent it out to me from America, so not gonna grumble. Cheers, the vegan cyclist. Definitely does not watch these videos. Liz, you wrapped up warm.
Yes, I'm going out to see the chickens in a minute.
I'll let you put the heating on in December if you like. Come on then, life update. How has the cat's diet been going?
Really well.
What have you told him?
I'm not putting him on a diet, he's fine. I'm making my own rules.
You told him that he doesn't need to lose that 0.7 of a kilo. You've monitored what biscuits he's been eating, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been monitoring it, and he actually has pretty much the amount that he should be having anyway over a 24-hour period, so I'm not actually going to make any alterations, especially with winter. You want to be a bit chubbier, don't you?
Do you?
I do.
Alright, Liz, what on earth is that in the garden over there?
That's a new chicken shelter.
What's the purpose of that?
Just to give them a bit more shelter, because they
haven't got enough after the original chicken house, extension number 1 and extension number 2. They need another little hut thing.
Because it's a very windy garden,
yeah,
and the older 2 are quite bossy to the younger 2 and often push them out, so I just wandered somewhere else, but they're currently scared of it, so I put a corn on the cob there, look, to try and tempt them, but it's not currently working, because corn on the cob is their favourite treat.
Oh, right.
And at the minute they're choosing not to go near it because they're more scared than getting the corn on the cob, so we'll leave it there a bit longer. But it is a really windy day today, so that also affects the fact that they don't like walking across the garden.
Millie's eating corn on the cob right now.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, time to do some bike riding for me. Didn't actually get on the bike earlier. Now, hear me out. I think I'm still feeling it from Red Bull time lapse last weekend, so on the Monday and Tuesday, I still got on the bike, and then I struggled towards the end of the week. I should have just taken my foot off the gas earlier in the week. However, you live and learn, don't you? I have been swimming tonight, though. I've done about 2.5k. I can't keep having a week out of the water, so I hadn't swam since a week and a bit ago. It's just too long. Even like 7 or 8 days really seems to affect me. Like I'm aching a lot more now than I was a couple of weeks prior when I was swimming twice a week. So good session, loads of drills, loads of different intervals and stuff. So it was really good. I feel like my training's been really hit and miss this week, but that's obviously because of Red Bull time lapse. It's not just the physical exertion, it was the travel, it was the lack of sleep and all of that. So I'm now really looking forward to having no events for the next 2 or 3 months. It presents me a problem in terms of like content generation, but I'm sure I'll think of some things to keep showing. But now I'm really going to be getting into the swing of weekly training. So routine, I'm trying to get in better routines, such as going to bed earlier, not spending as long scrolling on social media, all those sorts of things, because I really need to put my finger out now. We're now at, what are we, the beginning of November. Race season is a little way away, but it's also not long away enough that I can really just afford to go, oh, I'll have another month off. Like, I need to. If I want to do what I want to do next year, which is perform to the best of my ability at Ironman Wales in September, I really, really need to just be getting on it now, getting on with it, getting into some good training. Nothing, I don't need to be knocking it out of the park in terms of numbers, but just some solid, consistent weeks, and that is what I'm going to get doing. So, hoping to bring a lot of that to you guys on this channel. Hope your training is going well. If you've got any like training routine TriathlonDan/habit tips, please do let me know down below. Myself and the Ride Harder group were talking a bit about it last week, but I don't feel like I've absolutely nailed it. I think habit is a good thing to get into, and I'm a really habitual person. I'm just not into good habits at the minute. So if you've got any tips, then please let me know. Areas where I struggle with when I don't have structure, I'll put off the bike, going on the bike for 2-3 hours, or I'll put off going for a run, that sort of thing. So yeah, any ideas, very much welcome. But that is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do hit the subscribe button down below. And because I'm not posting as regularly, all my training is on Strava as per normal. So my Strava link is also down below. That should work, hopefully, if I've got half a brain cell. I'll leave all my power, heart rate, all that jazz on there. So yeah, please do check it out if you are interested. And I will see you later in the week.